All right, so this is our design thinking runaway alarm clock project. I'm Nathaniel.
My name's Patrick.
I'm Nano.
I'm Alex. We got this idea because Mr. Sheets' daughter doesn't like to wake up in the morning, so we wanted to make it a more fun and efficient way to wake her up without pressing the snooze button.
Yeah, so kind of like, I don't know, we had a bunch of different ideas. Our first idea was kind of like Legos, to have kind of like something that build and fall off the place. Yeah, the pedestal, and it would actually kind of like drive around. So you would actually have to get up and you'd actually wake up. But you could also have a mode where it just sits there sometimes. But there's different modes where you could have it to go around and for you to get up and turn it off.
All right, so Patrick's going to example it going off a counter and drive it around a little.
This is our 1 foot test.
All right, so that was like if it were to go off a counter that you'd keep it on next to your bed, and then it'd go off the counter and drive around, and you'd have to chase after it.
Some of our orthographic drawings at first looked like that up there. We had this idea of putting a cage around it to give it more protection, but we couldn't make that work with an ollie.
Yeah, and we all kind of came up with a certain idea, which didn't really always work because we didn't really know what to use because we had a certain amount of materials, and we could only use a certain amount of materials, and we were trying to figure out how we could put an actual electric alarm clock on it, which we couldn't do, so that's why we made kind of like a 3D print and a 3D model of it. So yeah.
So that's our orthographic up there. That's what the plans originally looked like. We had to change it up because the 3D print was too heavy for the ollie to bring around, and it was dragging the ollie around. So we cut it down to size. So now it looks and works better.
Next slide. So, what are you doing? So when we reflected on our first prototype, we realized that it was too heavy and it didn't work, and we had some extra wheels on there for decoration, but that was very pointless because, as he said, that that made it way down, and it dragged on the floor and went about one meter per second.
Yeah, so the second prototype test, we cut it down so the wheels would actually work on the bottom and it'd actually go around, and it was light enough so it didn't weigh down, so it actually moved. And yeah, we haven't really come up with an idea to how to make a whole set, so we kind of just did a little prototype of tape and stuff. So yeah.
All right, so we thought the prototype 2 worked really well, and it rolls really smooth and it can take pretty good drops. So we thought that was probably as good as we were going to get on the thing, unless we were going to make like a real clock and attach it to an ollie, which we couldn't do.
If we were going to make this a real product, we'd use stronger material instead of tape to keep it onto the ollie, and we would market it for about $15 because we feel as if it's very low quality and it will last about 2 weeks. That's it.
Thank you for watching.